Hi, this is Mickey Sunshine Creates, and I'm Mickey. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm going to do a kitting up of the Notre Dame Nights, which is going to be the ticket to ride on in January. You can hear in the background, the first thing I do is I take the, well, let me show you. That was my printer just printing up what I do, because I make a copy of the little symbols that I know you can tear these off and put them onto your Harbor Freight, which is what I'm using, or plant baggies or whatever it is that you want to do. However, I have found through experience that the sticky on these is very hard to remove, especially when it stays on a while, which is going to in a painting that has 65 colors. So, I mean, you can even see here, there go the police. You can even see here where I tried to rip off the picture that I had placed down so I would know which one I was working on. I gave up after a while. I'm just putting more stickers on it. What the heck? Oh, here's another one. I was working on, what is this, Island Times? Yeah, I put it on upside down. I was working on Island Times, and I tried to get this off. I'm serious. I tried to get it off. I couldn't. So here's an elephant for now. Yeah, don't put anything on here that you don't want to remove. What I have, though, is a Xyron sticker maker. And that is what this is. A Xyron sticker maker is very easy to use. I use what they call, what is it called? Replaceable? Removable? You could put it on, it'll stay on as long as you need it, but when it comes time to take it off, peels right off without leaving any residue, which I like. So, I'm going to start kitting up 65 colors. I think I have enough. There's 25 in each. 24? 29. 6, 12, 20. No, 28. 20. I can't add. 18. 6, 12, 18. I don't know how to add. I don't. It's hysterical. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Yeah, 24. So I think 3 of these should be enough. I often work with 3. I'm working with 3 on the Celestial Dreams, which I just put aside because I'm missing a color. I'm almost finished with it. I've got 1.5 rows. The rows are about, I don't know, 4 inches. So, that's all I've got left. But I ran out of color, and I don't want to finish it until I get that color. And because it's Christmas, it's going to take Diamond Art Club a while to send them out. But they'll get here sooner or later. I'm not worried. I can always work on a small one in the meantime. Yeah, like I have a small one. And I do have small ones. I just don't know where the drills are. I mean, I've got a dozen small ones under my bed. And I have stupidly separated the drills from the paintings, and now I can't find the drills. They gotta be around here somewhere. I mean, we know that. Anyway, let me think about this, because it's it's been a hot minute since I've kitted up such a big cake. Big one. I'm not sure where to start. So I'll be right back. Of course, I know where to start. Silly me. I just have to think about it a little bit. I start by cutting out the simple chart. And God, it's going to be a pretty one, isn't it? Especially with the ABs. I have extra ABs for it. Crystals, rather. Oh, I can't wait to start working on it. Okay, let's see. We got, okay, this has to come off at the very bottom. Don't leave any white. You can leave a little white on this side if you want, but I don't like to. So I'm going to cut the white off here. Now I keep these in order. Here's the first thing we do, and let's see if we can do it without it going crooked, because I have yet to do this without it going crooked. Don't ask me why. I put it in, you pull the bit out. Let's do it slow. Now, you see, it's going crooked already. Look at that. It's going crooked. How did that happen? I don't like that. I don't know what to do about this because it's going to wrinkle if I keep going. So I'm going to have to cut it off. Cut one of them out. Cut it off somewhere. Okay, we'll have a shorter piece. Okay, it's crooked. As you can see, like I said, I've never been able to get it straight. Here's the other half. Let's see if we can get that one straight. I don't know why. It insists on going crooked. I mean, I really try and pull it straight. And everybody else I know can do it straight. Ooh. Okay, almost straight. And you just rub along here. And it's a little tedious to be doing this. Anyway, I've been having fun lately. Been doing some unusual, different whipping chats. Well, I did one for British English versus American English. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm going to put the link right up there in the eye for the first one. This is part 1 and part 2. And I don't know about anybody else, but I had fun doing them. I'm not going to take any chances with this. I'm just going to cut these in half and do a half at a time. Maybe that's my problem. I try and do too much at once. But I had a lot of fun doing that, you know. And now I have to think of something else to do, because just sitting here and talking about nothing is Seinfeld. That's not me. Well, it is me. I don't have a lot to talk about, but I could talk about some things that happened in my past. I already talked about in my last, in my premiere, my Christmas premiere, talked about my life, basically, and what happened since I went to London the first time. Because, you know, after all, it's British American. And I go off track because that's me. I never stay on. I wander. I'm a wanderer. I used to wander up and down the East Coast singing with a band. That was fun. That was good money, too. That was very good money, especially at the time, you know. But if you don't like your bandmates, and your husband is a how do you describe him? Drunken bully. And I don't know, he's a little hands-on, he hit me once. And I'm one of those people that you hit me once, never again. I don't give people second chances on that. That's a first offense. No. So what I'm going to do now is the part that I really don't like. I don't. Because it's a pain in the butt. You have to cut them. But of course you cut them completely off, but you don't want to cut them this way so that they stay on this paper. So when you go to peel them off, it's not too difficult. You know? Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. I've done this once before, kidding up. So, for those of you who've already seen it, sorry, you can go. You don't have to. This is for, hopefully for new people and maybe my subscribers who enjoy listening to me, even if I do talk about nothing. Oh, I had so much fun yesterday with the cats. I did. I had a lot of fun. For some reason, as many of you know, Gizmo, my Maine Coon mix, I call him the little guy, dumb as a tree trunk, but I love him. He's not very affectionate towards me, except once in a great while. And for some reason, last night, he was sleeping on my bed. I was at the head, he was at the foot. I was just laying there, I was laying down reading instead of sitting up like I'm very restless. So I sit up and I lay down, I sit up and I lay down. Thank God I have an adjustable bed. But I was laying down at the time, and he wakes up, looks around, walks over to my legs, which are over the covers, and lays down. I laugh and I talk about this because he never does that, except when he was sick. When he was sick, he was all over me. It was all like, Mommy, I don't feel well. Otherwise, he follows Dan around like there's a spongy cord attached. Dan gets up, goes into the kitchen. Gizmo follows. He goes up into the bathroom. Gizmo follows, but Dan closes the door, so he sits there looking at the door. Okay, it is funny, but still, I would like a little more love. That used to be Furby, a cat I had. Excuse me, who was born on the same day that my old cat Gummidge passed away. And I'll never forget that. That was Groundhog's Day, February 2nd. But this Furby, I never wanted him. I really didn't. But when you wake up with a kitten sleeping under your arm, I had just fostered him. I was just fostering him. Like I said, and he was only like, 2 months? And when you wake up with a little kitten like that, curled up asleep in your armpit, it's like that was it. It was over. I had to keep him. And he became my bungee cord. He did. He followed me everywhere, just the way Gizmo follows Dan. I think I did this from the wrong side. Yep. Oh well. I'll live. Oh, I'm sweating here. Let me turn on the fan. is the fan. That helps. Oh, why is it so hot in here? Our AC is on, and I'm always complaining about the heat in here. Ah, yeah. So now what I do, well, I still have these to do. What can I say? Sometimes I'm a bit of an airhead. I blame it on the TBI and the fibromyalgia. That was a result of the TBI or the accident or anything, whatever. You've all heard about my accident. It was not a fun thing. And I was a little pissed at my then husband because I distinctly remember we had agreed to go boating, not motor scooting. I mean, I distinctly, because I love fishing. And there's this island out in Sanibel Captiva. It's between the mainland and the island. There's a little island in the middle. That's a restaurant, and it's so cool. It really is. It's another reason that it reminds me of the Bahamas. Oh, at least it's not as hot as Costa Rica. Oh my God. Oh my God. I know I changed the subject away from the cats, but Costa Rica was beautiful, but unbearable. It really was. A beautiful, beautiful country. But we flew into San Jose, which is it was for my cousin's wedding. He wanted a destination wedding, so he went for Sanibel. I'm sorry, for Costa Rica. I'm stuck on Sanibel. We flew into San Jose, which is on the East Coast, and he hired a van to take us 2-hour trip over to the West Coast, which is where our reservations and the wedding was. I thought, oh, we're going to get a nice van. It's going to be cool, no air conditioning. A rickety old van and no air conditioning. So we started off hot to begin with. And we're just tooling along, and that's when we realized that there's no air conditioning yet. There were a number of the family was with me. I didn't go alone, and it was funny. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny at the time. We're sweating away, and then all of a sudden it starts getting cooler, and we asked the driver, "Why is it getting so much cooler?" He says, "We're up in the rainforest, and it must have dropped 15 degrees, 10 or 15 degrees. I mean, it made a big difference." And we're saying, "Could we stay up here?" Because it was much cooler, a little humid, but much cooler in the rainforest than it was further down below. Unfortunately, no, we had to go the rest of the way. So 2 hours on this beaten up, bumpy road on the van. It was a nightmare of the highest. I was sweating. I'm heavy, okay, and when I get heated, I get very flushed, and it's not good for me to get overheated because not good for anybody to get overheated. But I was overheated. By the time we got to where we were staying, and it was not a hotel, it was a little bungalow colony, you might say, that had little houses that we shared. I was with my cousins, a couple of my cousins, and but we couldn't get into the room. I wanted to get into the room to change into my bathing suit. Now, I did. I did. It was the last time I ever wanted to change into a bathing suit. But I said, I have to. This is ridiculous. I can't. I was practically. I was dying. I was so red in the face. So I'm running around. Where's my luggage? Where, nobody knows where my luggage is. I can't get into the room because apparently first I was told the manager had the key and she was off running an errand. She'll be right back, of course. And then I was told my cousin had the key and he was running an errand and he'll be right back, of course. And I'm sitting there talking to my uncle who's in the pool. And I'm going, I don't know if I can take this. So he looks at me, he says, jump, come on in. I said, but I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt. He says, so what? Nobody cares. So I jumped in the pool, fully dressed, jeans, t-shirt, everything. I could not wait any longer. It felt so, there is nothing as refreshing as jumping into a pool when you are so hot, you can fry an egg on your forehead. I mean, that's how hot I was. I really was. I was flushed, and I was going to pass out any minute from the heat. But it was fun, when I think about it now, I had a great time. When I think about what happened then, I would have liked to have turned around and gone home right away. it was just too much. Oh my. It really was. I mean, yeah. How about that? So, that was my roommate leaving. I think he's going to check the mail. See, this is why I opened it from the wrong end, because I'm a righty. I don't want to peel it off this way, but it's hard to peel them off when they're flopping around. Let's see if I could do that. Ah, here we go. I guess I can. Not as quick and easy. So if you're a righty, cut them on the left side from the left. And that way you have a nice smooth area that you can just peel them off instead of these dangling ones. Okay, now all I'm doing is I'm putting these on in numerical order, and they're numeric by they're numbered, but they're also numerically by DMC number. So, and that's going to be important because it's going to make it easier to find the containers that I need for the drills that are here, and all different numbers. I mean, here's 3855 and here's 797. So it's really, oh, if you want to see the unboxing that I did for this, and I think I showed all the colors, or maybe I didn't. I don't remember. But if you want to get a look at what I'm doing and a hint of what it is, if you want to see the unboxing, I'm going to post it right up there in the eye. That's always if I remember. Because I have a terrible memory. You're watching it back and you forget. Sometimes I don't watch the whole thing back. I know I should. I've done that. Lately I've been doing that, so because I knew I forgot a couple of things and I wanted to do an insert. I did an insert. One time I was listening and I said the wrong word. So I literally cut the word out, edited the word out, and re-recorded it with the right word. Because It was dumb mistake. Anyway, we're in Costa Rica. Costa Rica, oh God. Uh, it is a gorgeous country. It really is. It is lush and tropical, and of course you've got the rainforest. You've got sloths that come right into the village or the little bungalow colony we were in. I don't know what else to call it. It was a bungalow colony. They just happened to be on lifts. The bungalows were lifted up. Apparently it floods there often in the winter or in the summer. I don't know. This was April. So, sorry about that. That was my roommate. Where was I? I know I was in Costa Rica. And I told you about the sloths. Oh, it's so cute. On the West Coast, too. The difference between the West and the East Coast is almost literally like night and day, because the West Coast has these gorgeous black sands. I mean, don't wear white. I wore white pants. Big mistake. Because that does not come out. Yeah, that doesn't come out. No matter how many times you wash it, it doesn't come out. But it's still beautiful black sands. That's where they wanted to get married, on the beach with the black sands. But we were there for what, 3-4 days? So he had all these activities planned for us. We went into town and did some shopping, which was fun. Very few indoor restaurants. A lot of them, especially if you want authentic, they're all outdoor restaurants. Open to the air, so it gets really hot. And the open air, well, it's nice probably on a cool day. In April, it's hot. Now, I live in South Florida, and South Florida is not known for its temperate climate. It's hot down here too. Even in the wintertime, we'll get 5 days a week, not in a row, of cold. And when I say cold, I mean it drops down to the 40s. It's normally between 70 and 95. If it drops down to 70, my windows are opening, especially if it's breezy, because that's a nice, comfortable temperature for me. If it goes higher than 75, I'm losing it. I can't take it. My air conditioner works so hard in the summertime. It's so expensive. It really is. My bill comes in and it's like, oh my gosh. I can't believe how high the bill is. It's shocking. It really is shocking. The only way to lower it is to stop running the air conditioner, or stop running it as often as I do, But if I weren't home, if I were working during the day, no problem, because it would be off. I could turn it off for most of the day. Look at that. I didn't realize that I cut them. Oh, exactly. Cool. Yeah, I'm not turning my air conditioner off. I'm sorry, I'm not. I keep it at 76. I don't make it go down to 70. Not anymore. I used to. But since I'm home all day, and we have a corner apartment, I think that's why we get more heat. When it gets hotter in here, because we have 2 places for the heat and the sun to come in. And no, I am not going to close the curtains or the verticals, because it's too pretty when it's a nice day. I'm sitting here and I'm looking out at ferns and a beautiful tree. I don't know what it is, and some more ferny bushes, and it's the green expanse, because where I'm looking is the middle of a set of I don't know, is it 3 or 4 buildings, and the pool is in the middle. So it's really pretty back here, you know. Uh, Over there, I see 2 trees, one a palm tree, a row of very neatly cut bushes, because they're very good at maintaining landscaping here. I gotta say that. And blue sky. I don't even see the houses across the street. Because unfortunately we're on the street side. The biggest negative thing about being here on the street side is the noise, is the traffic. It doesn't bother me because I'm in the back room. Dan, unfortunately, his room faces the front, which is a parking lot, and then there's the street, and we got cars racing up and down. Motorcycles gunning their engines, not just the normal everyday traffic that most people would encounter, but some really inconsiderate a-holes. Because they do it late at night, and the poor guy, he's getting used to it, but I feel so bad for him, because so I'm hoping I can get some quality blackout, maybe soundproof curtains that will help, because it's a very big window. I keep forgetting to get the measurements because he's never going to buy them. I tell him, go buy them, go get them. It's not as if we don't have the money to buy them. Go buy them. Find the color you like, do your research and buy them. He's so stubborn. He doesn't want to do that. So look, I have 3 boxes. This is not the first time. Probably won't be the last. Okay, we were going to put these away and go back to the first one. Why? Because I can keep these one here and one here, and move my coffee thermos, and one here, so that when I cut them off, I can see which one they belong to and pull it out and do. I got my little, my audience is here. All right, I can be silly stupid too. $38.55. Now that's going to be up here. There we go. Interesting. The label shows yellow, and this is apricot. All right, well, maybe it's my printer. Maybe it's, let's see, is it theirs? 38. Yeah, it's my printer. No, it's not. Theirs shows gold. That right there, $38.50. That's gold, isn't it? That's gold. And this right here, that's yellow, right? That's yellow. And this right here, that's apricot, isn't it? Oh well, as long as the numbers match up, that's all I care about. I guess they can't get the colors perfect on what do you call it? On the paper. So this is how we start. And it's easy. And it makes it easy to keep the numbers on here, because when I'm putting them back, it's sometimes the numbers are a little smaller. The DMC numbers are a little smaller. So I could just go, okay, this is 63, this is 64, and go. Especially when I resort them, because I resort them numerically, alphabetically, and then by symbol. So when I'm putting a symbol back, because I want it, true, I could put it anywhere there's an open space, but I want to put it in order so that I can, by the time I'm nearing the end, I know where all the symbols are. They're always in the same space. You know what they say, a place for everything and everything in its place. Well, at least that's what my grandmother used to say. So, $7.97. And where were we? Were we still in Costa Rica? Let's go back to Costa Rica. His wedding was in April, which, don't go there in April. It's one of the hottest months imaginable. There's another $7.97, and I'm going to put that on the side as a spare, because I don't think these containers will hold both of them. So that's the easiest way to do it, is to just put it on the side. $3.33. It's going to be here. Oh, and it's number 13. My lucky number. I know, it's everybody else's bad luck number. It's mine lucky. Anyway, we're in Costa Rica, and we go into town to do some shopping. We've gone to a couple of places to eat. One night we went to a really nice restaurant on the beach. Yeah, it was really nice. Indoors, air conditioning. The food was fantastic. I gotta say, they had a cook down there. They've got some good food. I wish there were more indoor choices. Yeah, yeah. The thing that I did notice in that it stuck with me, and it made me a little angry, sad, was as we're driving over the mountains into the rainforest and everything. As we're driving there, the dichotomy between the haves and the have-nots is incredibly wide. There is no middle. There is no middle there. You see these poor little homes with bars on all the windows and the doors, and fences, wrought iron fences, and things like that. It's terrible. And then you see these beautiful mansions and resorts. It bothered me. It really did. It bothered me. Don't ask me why. Maybe, I don't know. It irritated me a little bit. Same thing when we came off the mountain. Because the mountain is like I said, it's a rainforest and it's a reserve, so there's no housing up there. But even when we came off, even when we were touring the town and everything else, this is an extra also. It was sad to see that people have to live locked up because there's so much crime, and if there is a middle, they're the ones that are getting ripped off. It's sad, and it bothered me. So that's what I'm telling you, it bothered me. He also had an event, if you wanted to go, for zip lining, going up to the rainforest and doing some zip lining. And I said, no way. I am scared of heights. You'll never catch me zip lining. No, thank you. No, never. Sorry. I'm scared of heights. I get vertigo so easily if I look over an edge. So I'm not going ziplining. I can't do it. If I had known then, though, that there was a sloth sanctuary, I would have loved to have gone there. Because the sloths are so adorable. I mean, they're so ugly, they're beautiful, if you know what I mean. And they move so slow. But you have to be careful because those claws can be strong and they can hurt. Yeah. I didn't get bit, but I heard the stories about people who got clawed. Yeah, they're gentle creatures. They can be tamed easily, but they're still wild animals, and you have to be careful with a wild animal. Period. But they are so cute. They're climbing the tree. I'm sitting there in the colony, in the motel, hotel, whatever you want to call it, the bungalow colony, and next to me there's this beautiful tree because we were right off the beach. I mean, we were within walking distance of the beach. I just walk over there, and there's the beautiful black sands, and the Pacific. I'm owning a lot, aren't I? Shame on me. It's because I'm trying to remember where I was and where I want to go. And anyway, I'm laying down on a lounge chair, and I'm next to a tree, and I see something out of the corner of my eye. I see something moving. I turn my head, and there's a sloth climbing up the tree very slowly. At first, it scared the bejesus out of me. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. And then people were laughing at my reaction. Oh, of course. I mean, you can't laugh at me. Who are you going to laugh at? It's not that I'm a funny person. It's that I do things that amuse others, makes others laugh. Did you know in Swedish there's actually a word for laughter at the expense of another? Like slapstick. It's called skadeglädje. I learned that from my last husband. He was interesting. For just a word for laughter at the expense of somebody else. When they trip, they fall, and they do something, that happens to them, at their expense. They're the ones that get hurt or whatever. But you laugh. Why do we laugh? I don't know, but we do. I'm not going to deny it. I've taken falls and laughed at myself because I can imagine how it must look to somebody else. And I can't even get control of my own feet. Yeah. That happened to me at a job once. I was walking down the carpeted hallway, and I should not have been wearing sneakers because sneakers and carpets don't work well. It's too easy for your sneakers to get caught on carpet, at least for me, because I don't know, maybe I shuffle a little bit too much. What can I say? So anyway, we're in Costa Rica, and we had a good time. We did take a trip all the way down almost to, I think it's Nicaragua, which is on the border where we were. We almost took it. I think we almost went over to Nicaragua. We had to go over this one road bridge. Scariest thing in the world. One road. If there was somebody coming the other way, you had to back up and move off. And say vice versa. They had to back up and move off if you were there first. So it was scary. And we did some shopping, mostly food shopping. They didn't have very many tourist things there. I don't know. It was right on. It was on the border, and I think the southern border is Nicaragua. Yeah, because Costa Rica is right in the equator. Probably why it's so hot. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm complaining about heat because I'm hot now. And it's reminding me. I'm sweating here is what I am. I'm really, really sweating here. Oh. And I'm inside and the air conditioner is on and my fan is on. And I don't believe this. This is why my electric bill is so high. Oh well. I'll live. Probably. Usually. Unfortunately. Oh, I know. I laugh at anything. That's just the way I am. I laugh at anything. I find life amusing. To me, I'd rather have life as a sitcom than as a drama. And it's not that I don't take things seriously. I do. I do take things seriously. I don't want to. I find that I have a choice. I could wake up miserable or I can wake up happy. I choose to wake up happy. I just do. Granted, I need my cup of coffee first. This is my coffee. I need my cup of coffee first. I don't actually wake up cheery anymore. I used to when I was a kid, but not anymore. But I do. I'm happy. If I don't feel like diamond painting, I stay in my bedroom and read and hang out and watch TV. Not that I watch it, but I read. I love to read. Everybody knows this already about me. If you don't, well, I love to read. Live with it. Deal with it. Okay, what is this? 3340. And if I feel like diamond painting, I'll come out here. This is my dining room, believe it or not. I don't have a craft room. This apartment is very small. So this is my dining room, and I'm quite comfortable. I love my dining table. Probably because I'm the one that finished it. See, that's not closing well. That's not we're gonna change. Pick another one. Now watch how easy this is. A little flick, and it comes right off without any issue. And we can put it on here, and we can pour this into this. Oh God, am I being a kindergarten teacher now? Shame on me. And put this back over here, always in the back. The bad ones go in the back. And now, I want to hear that click. Because when you pick it up, you don't want it to open up on you. But if you're interested in Harbor Freights, they don't do international shipping, unfortunately. But they do ship. They're not expensive. I don't know how much they are now. Let me go look at that. I'm curious. Now I want to look it up. Have they raised it? I know they raised their prices after I bought mine, because mine were $4.99. And HarborFreight.com. Okay, let's go for, I hate these things. These pop-ups. Storage? I don't know how to describe it. Storage container? Well, let's just look at storage first. See if it's... Yeah, a lot of storage ideas. Wow. For tool storage, for storage containers. I think that's what I mean, is storage containers. Oh, there's more. Yeah, let's look for storage containers. There we go. Oh, it's $4.99 again. Is that the same thing that I have? No, that's not this. This is open. It just doesn't have the boxes. Let's see if they have the one with the boxes. Ah, there they are. Okay, it's gone up. It's $6.99. And this is what it is. It's a 25-box storage system. And and I love it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 of them. And that's usually sufficient for anything that I need. The largest painting I've ever done. I think this is about the most colors, 65, and 3 of them work fine. And since I only work on 1 or 2 at a time, I've got the 3 over here that I'm using for Celestial Dreams. Oh, I cut this already. Oh, I get distracted so easily. Anyway, I've got the 3 that I did for Celestial Dreams. Ooh, let's use my vacuum cleaner. I have a little. I recommend these. I got this from Donnie. I forgot the name of her shop. I can't remember the name of her shop, but I got this from Donnie. It's a ladybird. I love the ladybird. They have them in much more sleeker styles. Look at that. And it's done. They're all picked up. And now, for something completely different, I'm going to put them, because it's easier this, I give it a little pat. Open up. You see, there's a little vacuum in there. And the drills just go right in there. Give it a twist, and it's done. And now I can pour the rest of this in, spill them all over the place again. I gotta be the world's klutziest person. I really do. I am klutzy. I am constant. I don't think before I move. And that's my problem. I tend to pop up a lot of drills by mistake. Now, you could, if you wanted to, you could also, use the tray to pour everything into here if you're not comfortable pouring it directly. But I've been doing this a while, a couple of years. Actually, I've been meditating a long time. I learned most of my tips and most information by watching other creators on YouTube. They're wonderful. I'm not the only one. I'm not so wonderful. I do this for fun. I don't do this for money. I don't do this for admiration. I do it because I get a kick out of it. I am an admittedly lazy person, which is why I don't do a lot of whip and chats, because I never know what to talk about. See, I'm talking a lot now, and we're almost at an hour. So I'm going to stop talking. Oops, sorry for the camera going in and out of focus. I don't understand that. Very irritating. And we're almost at an hour. So I'm going to say bye for now, and hope that if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed my ramblings and maybe learned something about getting up, who knows, please subscribe and hit that bell so that you're always notified when I upload a video or go live. Hit that like button on your way out. Not that it really matters, but I like to know how many people like my videos, because, all right, it's an ego thing. But most of all, I want you guys to be nice and be kind and be safe. Do what you have to do to keep safe. Wear your mask, wash your hands, stay away from people. Whatever it is, don't touch your face, unless you've washed your hands. And just take care. Until the next time. Arrivederci.